Drafting with Numot is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. Explore the game. Okay, the final round here of our Rise of the Eldrazi draft deck with our sweet red-green. Yay, we did it. Rampy. Gonna easily keep this hand. We have the best start possible. And by that I mean turn 2 Battlement, turn 3 Vent Sentinel. Hopefully we can draw one of our fatties to ramp into too, because we're going to have a lot of mana on turn 4 or 5. Looks good to me. Just got to fade a Flame Slash or like a Vendetta. I won't lie, folks. When your opponent plays an Overgrown Battlement on turn 2 and you have the means to kill it, generally you want to do so in this format. Ooh, perfect. Looks like we're going to cast a turn 4 Ulamog's Crusher with haste, actually. That card is not playable. Yeah, I mean maybe if he was playing Defenders, but this card is not a thing. So I get to Growth Spasm plus Battle Rampart next turn. It's interesting, I'm recording this on Wednesday evening, which is the first day that Rise has been brought back. It's always interesting to see how people evaluate cards. Because a lot of people haven't played these formats before, so if you've played them before, you usually have an upper edge. Let's see what I can do here. I can Rampart, Spasm. We're definitely playing the Ramparts this turn. Yeah, we'll Spasm. Because we want to be able to crush with haste next turn. What do you got, opponent? Another Seagate Oracle, sure. Yeah, this Crusher is going to be gross. Even if it's just eating 2 creatures with the Annihilator and then he chumps and like guard duties it or something. I'm actually not going to use the Vent Sentinel here. I don't want to sack the spawn just yet. Oof. What does that mean? I can do this. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's give that bad boy haste. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 mana. This is the game to draw Emrakul if I'm going to draw it. This is the game that we want to try Emrakul real bad. Please. Just let me do it once. That's all I ask. No! Were we going to get there eventually? Oh, I guess not. I mean, we were effectively drawing 2 cards a turn since we were going to put this on the Vent Sentinel, but... Just one time, please, let me live the dream. I'm going to take out the Might of the Masses here and bring in the Leaf Arrow. Our opponent's playing blue-white, which generally means he's going to have a bunch of flyers. And there are plenty of low-toughness flyers in this format that I think that's worth it. Even if I only get to cast him once, I will be happy. Just once, that's all I ask. Alright, game 2 here, the final round. Another excellent hand. Turn 2 Overgrown Battlement, turn 3 Vent Sentinel again. And then we got the Snake Umbra for the Vent Sentinel to draw some extra cards. Ah, ooh. Alright, I'm living on a dream. Might just die to this card if he just starts leveling and goes unblockable, but now I just need to draw my other Battlement and some more Defenders. Oh baby. I am excited. No whammies. No! Gosh, that sucks. Opponent domesticated my Overgrown Battlement. Well, I think there goes any hope of me casting Emrakul this game. I'll probably bring in Naturalize. Next turn I'm going to go ahead and play the Snake Umbra on the Vent Sentinel. Yeah, this guy has the Leveler deck. So rude. Like, really, so rude. Wow, can draw like 2 cards a turn now if I double Snake Umbra the Vent Sentinel. Living on a dream. Living on a dream. It's funny how much I rely on the Overgrown Battlements too to get me to the top end. Uh-oh, that's bad for us. I guess we're not really under much damage pressure right now, but if he hits 8 mana, he can give his team flying, which does not bode well for us. Alright, let's draw our card. Pelakka's a nice one. Kinda. I just want to Snake Umbra it again. I think I am. I think we're just going to keep drawing. That's all we want to do. Draw cards. Even though Vent Sentinel only pings for 1 here. It's drawing me 2 cards. Oh god, he has an Eldrazi conscription in his deck? Oh no. Well, that means we're dead. For those of you that don't know, conscription is an 8 mana aura. Enchant creature gets +10/+10 and has Trample Annihilator too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it has Trample. I'm not even going to play this out. Even if we... there's nothing I can do against that. Alright, Naturalize for sure coming in. That's gross. That was just gross. I guess I'll take out a Lifestrider. Holy moly, what an insane beating that was. Alright, game 3, round 3. Let's do this. Oh, it's another nice hand. Turn 2 Nest Invader, turn 3 Kozilek's Predator. Very good start. Don't have any of my sideboard cards, either the Leaf Arrow or the Naturalize, but hopefully we can just get them beforehand. That's a good draw too. Yep. I guess we're just going to play, hopefully, a turn 5 Crusher. Should be good. Sure. Oh, I guess it's going to be a turn 6 Crusher, isn't it? So opponent plays Survival Cache, which is a 1 white, 2 colorless sorcery. You gain 2 life, then if you have more life than an opponent, you draw a card, and it has Rebound. So he cast it on his turn 3, he had more life than me, he drew a card, and then it rebounded, he has 1 more life than me, and he drew an extra card. If you were wondering what happened there. Eight cards in opponent's hand. I assume he has a 4th land, yeah, okay. Yeah, it might just be better to jam the Pelakka Wurm, I guess. Next turn. I don't know. Crusher this early is GG, especially, well... Interesting. 5, 6, 7. I can Genesis for 3. That's probably decent, too. Yeah, I think I'm going to Gelatinous Genesis for 3 here. Instead of playing Pelakka Wurm. We're going wide since the opponent's all on the defender plan. Overgrown Tombs are like our best draw now, just because it ramps up our Vent Sentinel damage and also gives us, well, 2 extra mana currently. But I mean, lands are also fine. Wouldn't be terribly upset to just draw 3 lands in a row. Wouldn't be surprised if an opponent has Smite. I don't know if I said that already. He left up white last game, or last turn. And we passed quite a few during the draft. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, Warmonger's Chariot. That's actually kind of gross. So I can attack with 5 creatures. He can eat an ooze, block the invader, take 6? No, take 9? That actually seems fine. Keep him under pressure. Like, we don't want the game to go too long since we know he has the conscription. And like, if we're not drawing land to cast my spells here, then we're drawing spells or land or whatever spells. That kind of sucks. Snake Umbra. What does that do? Actually, that's actually pretty decent here. I put it on the Nest Invader. Means that if he chumps with the Stalwart Shield guy, or blocks any of the creatures with his Stalwart Shield, that it dies. And he's still taking at least 6 here. If he doesn't block the Nest Invader, then I get to draw a card, which is great. Wow, he's going to let me draw a card, and wow. That was a super risky non-block there by the opponent. Alright, what do you got? Ew. Another domestication. Wow, he has 2. Alright, land's good. There are... what? There is, I guess, a Naturalize somewhere in my deck. 4 cards in opponent's hand, they're all spells. This does not bode well for me. Gonna probably end up drawing stupid Emrakul next turn. Oh well. I built a fun deck for you guys. Not necessarily the best deck. We went all in on the Vent Sentinel plan when we could have went with a more solid black deck, but hey, we had to go for it. I opened Emrakul. Clearly had to go for it. I mean, I'm not saying we're dead yet. Definitely not, but currently the board position, I think, favors the opponent. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. 6 mana. Ah, he got the Deathless Angel that I passed. Okay, let's see. What does that do? All my creatures are lethal, but no, that doesn't do anything. In fact, maybe it's good to attack with Pelakka Wurm here. No, never mind. He just blocks with Guard Gomazoa. I kind of want to attack with the Pelakka Wurm just so that I draw an extra card. But I'm able to cast the Crusher next turn, and that's when we probably have to go for our all-out attack. Also, I could just rip one of my 3 Vent Sentinels or Naturalize to kill a Domestication, and that'll end the game. I'm scared, though. I'm definitely scared. Alright, another flyer. That's not what we wanted to draw. It's actually better to play the Rampart out here. Because we can like draw a Sentinel next turn for the assured kill, and it also means that Ulamog's Crusher isn't known, you know. We'll be able to cast it and give it haste instantly. Although I am dead in like 2 turns, and the opponent's been holding like counter mana up. We'll see if this resolves. Laybear. Alright, you got me. Now he gets to see my my Lifestrider in hand. Knows that I can gain a decent amount of life. Don't think we're winning this game. Not unless I rip and he doesn't have an answer to my Vent Sentinel. Alright, so he's just holding up the Deathless Angel. If I draw Sentinel, I win. Darn it. Okay, well, let's attack with the Pelakka Wurm first. Yeah, see, this is the correct block. Just with the Guard Gomazoa, because then they just bounce off each other. Okay. I guess I kill the Vent Sentinel here. Or at least I go for the attempt. Because Naturalize is too late anyways at this point, and I'd rather just get an extra blocker off. Alright, let's gain a buttload of life. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Kaboom. Need to leave 1 back to block the Nest Invader. But all the other ones are fine tapping because it just negates everything else. That buys me an extra turn at the very least. So 3 Vent Sentinels in the deck. 3 out of 21. It's not bad odds. 1 out of 7. That's what? 13%? 14%? Merfolk, sure. 1 card in hand. Alright, no cards in opponent's hands. So that means I have like 2 turns. And whiff. Okay. So all of my creatures are lethal that can attack. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lethal creatures. Guard goes over, blocks Pelakka Wurm. He needs to block this with at least 2 toughness. No, with at least 3 toughness. All of his creatures are pretty small. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we have to force the issue here. I think I have to attack with everything. This is my best bet. A creature has to go in front of every one of these creatures. And if he doesn't make the correct block on Bramblesnap, then he's dead. Okay. So he's making the correct blocks, it looks like. That is to say, he blocked the Bramblesnap with something with bigger than a 3 toughness, and he blocked all the other creatures. I mean, I had to go for it. I still have another turn. Still got one more turn to find an out. I'm probably going to draw Emrakul next turn just to rub it in. But we'll see. Am I dead on the crackback? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? No, 13. Not dead on the crackback, but pretty dang close. Alright, I got one turn. I got one turn to find, let's see, 3 Vent Sentinels, and I think that's it. Yes, I think that's it. What if opponent rips a 9th land? He levels this, that's 3 damage, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. No, we're not dead. Alright, 3 of 20. 3 of 20. You know, those are decent odds. All things considered when you're going to just win the game if you draw it, right? Three of 20. I mean, it'll be so much justice if I rip Emrakul here, but Vent Sentinel. Come on. Come on, baby. I got 3 of them. Got 3 more in the deck. One time dealer. So lackluster. So lackluster. It wasn't even a spell. It was just a stupid land. Alright. Well, looks like I one-two'd with this sweet concoction, but again. Oh, he's giving me an out. Wait. No way he blocks like this. Really? Oh god. The opponent's... If he kills my Pelakka Wurm, the opponent's giving me an out. He made the correct blocks the previous few turns, but... Oh, please pass priority. Please pass priority. Wow. He did. Let's go like that. I can pump this once. Okay. The opponent gave me a redraw. Here we go, kids. Come on, baby. No! There's no justice. No justice. Gosh. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Wow. Just never getting there. Jeez. Anyways, so we one-two'd, but our deck was really sweet, and I hope you enjoyed a glance at Rise of the Eldrazi draft. I know we didn't do too well, but I was kind of on the fringe archetype plan anyways of Vent Sentinel and Emrakul in my deck. But all in all, at least it should have been interesting to watch, especially the last part where I was sweating that extra draw. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. As always, you can check me out on Twitter at Numot. You can always catch my streams over at twitch.tv/Numot. And you can subscribe to me on YouTube to get additional video content. Also, Numot. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and we will see you in next time.